I was sleepwalking again last night.
The film basically is kind of, it's very atmospheric, and so when I was first sent the script, that was really evident. That was like kind of a key note throughout. I know that Rebecca felt very strongly that it was kind of, it was the energy of the environments where we were going to be filming, and because I had never been to Offaly at that time, I know, but I understood, because I think there's some similar energies, you know, in some Scandinavian areas. You know, and I really I appreciated that sensibility in film. We talked a lot about what it was like in you know, some of these communities, and also where the landscape is quite flat and heavy, and the weather is in a certain way, and you know, and it's quite still and rainy but thick. And as soon as I arrived, it was quite evident that, you know, I could see why she wanted to, why it fit the character. And all the people that live there, it's not that I'm spiritual, but it's got a kind of spirituality with it. In order to get that kind of energy across, I had to sort of immerse in the land and in what living there truly would be like, and so that's what I did.
What happened to your hands?
Don't remember. Sleepwalk. Sometimes I wake up with cuts and bruises, and I don't know how I got them. It started when I was a kid.
Do you ever go outside?
Yeah, I think so. I never remember really. The film, again, there's not a lot of dialogue, and it follows Arlene, my character, just very closely, and there's silence and sound is quite important, and so the rest of the production lived in a hotel, and I sort of lived in a little room above a pub on my own. But it was really, I mean, it was amazing, because I felt that I really began to understand what is so special about this place, you know, like the forests. Someone was saying to me earlier, you know, the forest, we shot in this amazing forest, and you travel quite far to get into it, and then it becomes really heavy, you know, where silence almost is like snow. When there's a dense snowfall, it's almost like echoes, and the forest is like that because there's like a lot of like swamp grounding, and it feels, you know, it's really dreamlike. And there's no way that I think we could have achieved that film without totally immersing in that, to be able to get those moments of silence that are quite magical.
Walk in at some creamery somewhere, or a dairy, or the wage slave. It's a launching pad to get
I mean, it's a fun. I was quite nervous about it, I suppose, in the beginning. But when I came in, we just told everyone that I was also a non-actor, and I stayed in accent the whole time. I didn't really be Antonia at any point. No one really knew much about me, and it made the film, I think, quite convincing, and so that no one was like acting, and everyone was really natural. And even though, because I think a lot of the non-actors, they were acting, I mean, they were having good performances, but there was a very, it was very just humble and honest and welcoming and friendly, and yeah, it was great. I'm really interested in films. I'm fascinated by how people can make wonderful pieces of work for £10,000. I did a film a couple months ago, and the budget was like 30 grand, and they got great actors, and they filmed it in a forest. Well, they got pine wood, but they got a piece of forest by pine wood. But it's amazing when things have tiny budgets, people pull in favors, and people, you know, a lot of stuff is given, and you can make wonderful pieces of work. And that's why I think things like this is fantastic, because there's so many great places that have a lot to offer. People have contacted me directly sometimes, and I mean, you know, I guess it depends on the actor. Like, sometimes people just don't have the time and they just don't want to. Some actors do. I don't always go through my agent, but my thing has always been that I'm interested in projects by the people making it, and if they just reference something that I find interesting or, you know, inspiring, if they say I like a certain artist or whatever, then I'm interested, you know. And also, I think a lot of the agencies are really good, that they will look at everything. They will look at every email and every call, and sometimes you have to call twice.